Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In recent newspaper articles, Wall Street Journal, for instance, has focused on some administrative courts that are approving 95, 96, 97% of all disability applicants for disability insurance. And there are some areas in Puerto Rico that the recipients are a disproportionate percentage of those that apply. Do you find, Mr. O'Carroll, do you find any correlation between areas where there's a very high rate of approval of disputed cases and fraud follow-up?
Wow, Mr. Marchant, that's I got to tell you, we're bedeviled by the recent publicity that's come out on Puerto Rico. We've been watching approval rates. We've been watching the number of people coming on in Puerto Rico for a while, but we really didn't address it sufficiently. So right now we're working very closely with SSA, and we're taking a look at the quality performance of what's going on in terms of the people coming onto the rolls there. And what we're trying to provide, which I think you're getting at, is what we're trying to do is send a message out there that you just don't apply to SSA and get on the rolls right away, that you have to actually be disabled for it. So we're trying to put a little bit more in terms of the oversight of what's going on in Puerto Rico. And then you mentioned the one in West Virginia, where we're also taking a look. And that one we're trying to take a look to see if there is any really nexus in terms of the high amount of people that are coming on. Is it something that's just happened in that region? Is it very common that most people are coming on? We're looking very closely at that. We're working very closely with SSA's Disability Adjudication and Review staff to take a look at that on it. So I guess what I got to say right now, we're working very hard on it. We have a presence here. We're doing criminal investigations in Puerto Rico and West Virginia. And we've got a lot of resources on it, but I don't have any real answer for you on it. I got to assure you that we're looking across the country to see if there are spikes like that, though.
My constituents are regularly, when they watch TV, they're regularly given the opportunity to call a number of an attorney that can assist them in getting on disability. And it looks, as far as widows, it looks like it's not the widows that are participating in fraud. It's the people that are claiming to be disabled and that are not disabled. In fact, it looks like the claims are 10 times the amount of fraud among the group that are claiming to be disabled. And my constituents are beginning to make the connection between $1 stolen from the Social Security Administration is $1 stolen from their future security of their pension. And they're beginning to make these correlations. So the public is behind you. I would urge you to keep up the good work. Is there a way in a disability case where you have an attorney involved, and in many instances there are $10,000. It's not uncommon for a case to have a cash award of $10,000 or $12,000, $14,000, and when many times there's $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000 of that goes to the attorney. If you later find out that that was a fraudulent case, then you try to make a recovery. Do you have recourse against just the recipient and applicant, or do you have recourse against the attorney as well?
We have recourse against them in terms of what we use as one of our tools is civil monetary penalties. So if you lie to Social Security and we can show that you lied and it's not criminal, we can go after you civilly, usually at $5,000 per false statement on it. So we've been using that. I got to assure you that our biggest issue on this thing, as is yours, is to make sure that the right people get the right amount of money, and those that are defrauding Social Security get caught. And what we're trying to find is any systemic issue where, as an example, some facilitator is trying to get people on by using false evidence or false information or boilerplate information. we're looking into that, and we've made arrests in the past, and we'll make more in the future on it, because what we are trying to do is to save that $1 of government money for everybody in the future.
Thank you.